Okay, everyone. We seem to have a little bit of a weird problem here. Let me see. Okay. Uh, Leftovers from the last stream and chat here. Okay, so my July schedule. There has been. I announced quite a while ago that I had scheduled the entire month of July off from work. I'd saved up all my vacation. I've saved up all my vacation for like ever, years and years and years, and I spent a month of it. I actually had over 2 months saved up. I was to the point where they're gonna you had to start spending it or they'd start taking it away, and then there was a bunch of issues where they might give us a huge pay cut or lay us off for a couple of months and then hire us back on the whole department and all kinds of stuff. That's all finally been resolved, and long and short of it is things went fairly well and I get my month. Also, I had scheduled some more time off later on, but we'll get to that later on. Right now, our only concern is July. Hello there. I have the chat open so I can answer some questions if they come up during this, but I'll wait till the end when I've gone over this, because I think most people are going to see this in post, not while it's live, which is fine. Okay, I don't normally run a stream this time at night, because normally I'm asleep 12 minutes ago, in theory at least. So, for July, I have quite a bit to go over, and there'll even be a few things that we'll vote on later. Specifically, first thing I should mention is that there are 3 days in July where the schedule is, I'll be receiving a visit from a relation that I haven't seen since I was a small child, and I might not be doing any streams on those days. That's why there are asterisks on them. I may or may not, I will see, assuming all goes through and all goes well. There's, uncertainty is the spice of life. Yes, I will maybe, possibly, probably be not doing streams on those days. So, this is actually, literally, I make schedules like this for myself. I started doing that about a year and a half ago, well, about a year ago, when I got more and more serious about Let's Playing. I've been making schedules that look kind of like this. So, on my days, wake up, do a little light exercise. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Take a light bath, cook and eat. I do some household chores. Science? No, I won't explain that. It has nothing to do with YouTube. Maybe. For now. Never mind that. Anyway, this is Monday through Thursday. Then I create and eat lunch, look at my idle games. I'm likely to poke the idle games in the morning and whenever I can get away with it. Kittens, Trimps, Realm Grinder. Okay, every single day, Monday through Thursday, I'm going to be spending straight up 5 hours working on whatever the current project is. More on that when we get down further. Dinner, idle games. So, Monday through Thursday, I generally do streams at this time, same as that I've been doing all along. So you can expect, Mondays is a first impressions, like I just did a few hours ago. Tuesdays, Thursdays is whatever series I'm doing, which at the moment, well, we'll get to the specific schedules down deeper for what's on what day. But some kind of stream falls there. This, however, this is a difference, a pretty big difference for me. I have always failed at social media. I don't know. I just never took to it growing up. I never learned how to social media. I just don't. So I'm going to seriously, for 2 hours a day, social media, or at least attempt. And we'll see if it works. We'll see if I abandoned the experiment partway into the month, but this is the theory. I'll be on Discord, I'll be on Twitter, I'll be on Minds. I may ask for assistance and help trying these different things. I may even stream my attempts at social media, who knows. One of the things I just tested out today for the first time was having people receiving contributions during my first impression stream of how to describe the game when I shoot the video out onto Twitter. That may have been a horrible mistake. Only time will tell. Anyway, Fridays look more or less like they've been, with me streaming on, I wrote this up and I did this wrong. One moment, this is wrong. Mostly wrong. Because this should look like this. Well, no, not search and now. You're being entirely too helpful, Google Docs. No, I want to replace this with fry. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? 1, 2, 3. No. Because I should still be streaming. Sorry about this. And then Forge and Attack lunch would be at 1. I'd eat later so I could get a little more in on Saturday or Fridays. Right? Is that right? No, something's wrong. Something's terribly wrong. Oh, because this is what I was thinking. Yeah, see, there's making smaller lunch. Okay, I am so sorry that this took me a minute to sort out, because this should have been straightened out before. So now, in theory, my theory is now spelled out as it should be. Because schedules are only theoretical. You know how it is. No plan survives first contact with the enemy. And that is true of schedules. Okay, so Fridays, I do my stream, which is generally a CRPG, though it might end up being other things down the road. I work on my project. I also give myself 2 hours of free time, which could be anything. I could just roll around on the floor for 2 hours. I pretty much know it's going to be anime. I've got so many anime I've been dying to see, and I never get to watch anything. So, you know, it's my days off. I can take 2 hours on my Fridays. Saturday looks pretty much the same as it's been. Big old stream. Then I have that big old D&D thing, which, when that ends, will become project. Free time. 1 hour. And Sundays. You know, pretty much looks like the weekdays. It's got the chores and science and things. Beam down and destroy a lunch. The 2 hour stream that's usually Master of Magic, though at the moment it's colonization. And time with friends. Generally, this is the time I get to spend with friends. Okay. Minimum streaming schedule. Now we get to what goes on what day, and I'm not going to read all this off. I'm just going to clarify a few points. So, series. At the moment, this is Heroes Realm. When Heroes Realm is over, this will be something else. I don't know what. Possibly something we'll vote upon. Sundays and Wednesdays are strategy games, as they have been. This is all mostly untouched. First impressions and a tweet. WRPGs, which is at the moment Arcanum. And that's pretty much how it cycles, week to week. You can see the Monday through... I have even the Sundays marked off, so you can see every 7 days it's the same cycle. Same as it's been. However, note the word minimum. That's where the project gets in. Remember I said that we would be coming back to that? Okay, that is the big difference. As I am able to dedicate 5 hours a day that I, don't have when I'm working. Okay, so the first project is non-negotiable. I'm going to finish the Breath of Wild review. I've been in the middle of it and working on it for more than a month now. Every chance I get, I've been trying to squeeze, steal time from wherever I can and put it into this. And I have a lot of work to do still. However, after that is completed, I will probably do a vote. And we will look at these other projects that I desperately want to do. A Master of Magic tutorial has been a thing I've been meaning to do for an age. Believe it or not, I've wanted to do the Darklands one even longer. That game is freaking hard to get into if you don't know what you're doing. That I remember figuring out how to play the game as a kid and having a dot matrix printout. I have it somewhere over here. Dot matrix printout like this thick and reading through all of it trying to learn how to play the game. This game needs a tutorial desperately. And Master of Magic is a tutorial I've gotten a lot of requests for and is one I want to do. There's also a Fallout Online, which would be me streaming it. It's old style like Fallout 1 and 2 if I understand it right, and I haven't actually looked at it yet. Oh, Alaska. That's where I live. I live in Alaska. It is 10:23 p.m. right now where I live, which won't mean much to people viewing this in post. Well, I mean, you'll like see which day I posted this on, so that doesn't help you any. You just look up Alaska time zone and compare it to yours. You could probably just ask Google, what time is it in Alaska, and Google will probably answer. I do not live in the Aleutians. I know that there's some islands down in the corner of Alaska that have a different time zone from the rest of the state. I'm in the dead center middle of the state, not the Aleutian Islands. So ignore that. Ignore that time zone. Okay. I also would just love to stream Darklands. I also want to try Serpent and the Staglands, which is, well, not on this menu. I also want to do Implode's Master of Magic, the multiplayer Master of Magic game. StarCraft. I had a lot of people, when I did Warcraft, a lot of people requested Brood War. And my favorite game is StarCraft 2. I've actually got, a lot of, I really want to play StarCraft 2 again. But I also really want to open up Legacy of the Void. I got it for my birthday a year and a half ago. Imagine that. The expansion pack to my favorite game has sat unopened for a year and a half on a shelf because I haven't found time for it. Madness! So, that, I have a couple Dawn of the Dragon tutorials I need to do. I'd also like to make trailers. There's also the Undertale Burning Pacifist run. Anyway, I cannot do all of these things in 1 month. I had hoped to have a couple of these things done before the start of July. That doesn't look like it's going to be that way. So, I'm probably going to put up to a vote what I do during my project time. I may juggle more than one project at a time, too. But I cannot do all of them. So this is going to be a pick and choose thing. But we will not pick and choose until Breath of the Wild is done. Gotta finish Breath of the Wild. In like 4 days the first DLC comes out. There's gonna be even more to talk about, and I haven't finished the base review. Ah, well. That is my July schedule. I've put this in Google Docs, In the description, you will find a link to it. If you have any questions and you're in chat, you can ask me right now. If not, post a comment. I read every single comment I receive. Like, on my channel. I'm still able to read all of them. I don't always get to them the day they're posted or the day after they're posted. Sometimes I end up being super busy for a few days and don't get to them. But I do inevitably read every comment. It's my favorite thing about YouTube. I love the comments. Anyway, that is all. I guess there's no questions. I guess I was actually clear and explained everything. Hooray! If you, I think you can comment in Google Docs, but I probably won't notice. Like, I think that's a thing you can do in Google Docs just off to the side on this. You can just, like, drop a comment. I make no guarantees. You want my attention, comment on a video. Don't comment on a document. I won't know. Yeah, that's what I was kind of suggesting. That's why it says StarCraft. That's one of the things that will come up. Is, like I said, I had a lot of requests for Brood War. I love the original StarCraft, and I certainly wouldn't mind replaying StarCraft and building up, going all the way through StarCraft, Brood War, Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm. I'd do it all, man. Though it would take quite a bit of time. It would take quite a lot of time just to get through the campaigns. And I'd probably have to dabble in a little multiplayer while I'm at it, you know? You kinda gotta. I'm not a competitive multiplayer StarCraft player, I assure you. I don't click fast enough to be one. I don't memorize build orders. I like to just play loosely and by feel. So, if anyone plays StarCraft with me, if you're pro level, I just lose. But yeah, that's on the possibility list. As I said, I won't get to do all these things. In fact, there's 1,000 other things I want to do too. These are just the ones that I'm most at the moment. I'd really intended to have these done beforehand. This is something I really wanna check out. Yeah. But that is all. And until next time, and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.